The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 8 renders are out in full, and this might be the first time a new Flip actually feels like Samsung didn't even try to make a new one, because on paper it looks fine. But once you see what didn't change, this gets a lot worse. Let's break it down. So the renders are out, and this is our clearest look yet at the Z Flip 8. And at first, it looks familiar. Actually, too familiar, because Samsung didn't redesign it. They barely even touched it. Almost the same height, same width, even the displays haven't changed. And yes, it's technically thinner, but here's the problem. According to earlier leaks, we were expecting a noticeable drop, around 10%, something closer to the S25 Edge when opened. Instead, it's just 0.5 millimeters thinner when folded, and that's it. Nothing else changed, because that's not a redesign. That's barely something you can call new. Now sure, it'll be slightly lighter, but will you actually feel the difference? Probably not. And that changes everything, because once you realize there's nothing new visually, you start asking a bigger question. What exactly did Samsung upgrade this year? Now it really starts to fall apart. The Z Flip 8 is keeping the exact same camera system as the Flip 7, which was already the same as the Flip 6. And when you look at the front, it gets worse. It's still stuck at 10 megapixels since the original Flip from 2020. Now yes, you can use the main 50 megapixel sensor for selfies, thanks to the cover display, but that's not the point, because even Samsung's own mid-range A-series phones are shipping with 12 megapixel front cameras at half the price. And that comparison is brutal, and then it completely falls apart. The Z Fold 8, launching alongside this, is getting upgraded ultra-wide camera hardware, but the Z Flip 8 getting completely different treatment. And while Samsung is playing it safe, Motorola and Xiaomi aren't. They're pushing dual 50 megapixel setups at similar price points. So now you're stuck in a trade-off. You either get Samsung's processing and software experience, or you get better hardware from competitors. You don't get both, and that's the real issue. Now, here's something interesting. The Flip 8 is confirmed to have a 4300 mAh battery, which means the upgrade streak is over. After years of gradual improvements, Samsung just stopped. And Samsung will justify it with one thing. The new Exynos 2600 is more efficient, delivering more power. So yes, in theory, you could see better battery life on the exact same cell. But now you're relying on efficiency to make up for a battery that didn't improve. And then there's charging. It's 2026 and it's still stuck at 25 watts, the exact same speed since the Flip 4 back in 2022. And this is hard to defend. Because the Z Fold 8 is moving to 45 watts, even Samsung's mid-range phones are already hitting 45 watts. And honestly, this just doesn't make sense anymore. So, when you step back, Samsung already increased the price of the Z Flip 7, and the Flip 8 will likely launch at the same price. And now you know, the Z Flip 8 has one real upgrade, the chip, and that's it. Which means you're not choosing the best Flip this year. You're choosing whether that one upgrade is worth paying more for everything else staying the same. Now for the Z Fold 8. That's a completely different story, because Samsung actually fixed something people complained about, but it ended up dividing fans even more. Check this video to see exactly what happened. This is Techtics. I'll see you there.